All right, so the Mandalorian and Grogu are heading to the big screen, and you need to be ready. Do you even remember everything they've been through on TV? Because with 3 seasons, a super important spin-off, and connections all over the Star Wars galaxy, it's a lot to keep track of. Don't worry. We've got the full recap to get you caught up on every critical moment. Let's set the scene. It all kicks off with what seems like a simple bounty. We meet our guy, Din Djarin, a no-nonsense Mandalorian bounty hunter who lives by that super strict creed, this is the way. He never takes his helmet off, like, ever. He gets hired for an under-the-table job by a shady ex-Imperial client to track down a 50-year-old target. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, the target is definitely not what he or anyone expected. It's Baby Yoda. No, it's not the Yoda, of course, and we don't learn his real name for a while. But let's be real, people still call him Baby Yoda. Instead of handing over this little force-sensitive creature, Mando breaks the bounty hunter's guild code, goes on the run, and saves him. This is the moment that changes everything. They become a clan of two. Basically, a father and son, with Mando trying to get Grogu back to his own kind. The Jedi. Of course, it's not that easy. The show's big bad, Moff Gideon, is hunting them relentlessly. He wants Grogu's blood for some seriously weird and creepy experiments to create force-sensitive clones. Season 1 perfectly sets up their bond and the threat of this Imperial remnant that just won't die. Season 2 is all about Mando's quest to find a Jedi. His search eventually leads him to Ahsoka Tano, and yeah, it's definitely cool seeing a live-action version of her. But she refuses to train Grogu, worried that his bond with Mando makes him vulnerable to the dark side. So instead, she points them to the planet Tython. There, Grogu reaches out with the Force. And guess who answers? Luke Skywalker. In a stunning climax, Luke shows up, tears through Moff Gideon's scary Dark Trooper droids, and offers to train Grogu. But hold that thought, because the story doesn't end there. In an absolutely critical, can't-miss storyline in the Book of Boba Fett, we see Grogu's training, and it all comes down to a choice. Luke makes him pick Yoda's own lightsaber to become a Jedi, or a tiny Beskar chainmail shirt from Mando to return to his family. Grogu picks the armor. He chooses Mando. This is probably the single most important event you might have missed if you skipped the spin-off. And it reunites our favorite duo. All right. This brings us to Season 3, where the focus shifts big time to the fate of the Mandalorian people. After Din took his helmet off to say goodbye to Grogu, his super strict clan labeled him an apostate. To get back in their good graces, he has to go bathe in the mythical living waters deep in the mines of Mandalore. As you'd expect, this personal quest spirals into a full-blown war. Din has the Darksaber, which makes him a reluctant leader, but his journey inspires Bo-Katan cries to finally unite all the scattered Mandalorian clans. Together, they launch an all-out war to take back their homeworld from Moff Gideon, who, surprise, has a secret base there. And what do we find out? Gideon has been busy. He's been trying to create an army of force-sensitive clones of himself, using Grogu's blood. In the finale, Din and Bo-Katan lead the charge. The Darksaber gets destroyed, and Gideon seems to get taken out in a massive, fiery explosion. But with his obsession with cloning, his fate is left a little ambiguous. Even the actor, Giancarlo Esposito, has teased that we may not have seen the last of him. So, where does that leave us before the movie? Mandalore is back in the hands of the Mandalorians. Din Djarin has officially adopted Grogu as his son and apprentice, naming him Din Grogu. And at the end of Season 3, they've started a new gig, working as freelance contractors for the New Republic to hunt down other Imperial warlords. This directly sets the stage for The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is scheduled to hit theaters on May 22nd, 2026. The full plot is still under wraps, but reports and rumors suggest the New Republic enlists Din and Grogu for a high-stakes mission, one that will push them to their limits. They are a clan of two, a Mandalorian apprentice and his father, ready to face whatever the galaxy throws at them. But what do you guys think? Is Moff Gideon really gone for good? And what new threats will our favorite clan face on the big screen? Let me know all your theories in the comments below. And if this guide got you hyped for the movie, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into a galaxy far, far away. From a simple bounty to liberating an entire planet, The journey of Din Djarin and Grogu has become the absolute heart of the Star Wars galaxy. They face down droids, monsters, and the dark legacy of the Empire itself. Now, with Mandalore restored and their bond stronger than it's ever been, they're set up for their biggest adventure yet.